Hi, chat. Welcome back. Ooh, Why? Dude, ever since I got Jared, now people are like, hi, Jared. And hi, I guess, Michi. In chat. I thought you guys didn't like Jared. I still remember that. The moment I debuted, right? People were like, what the is that thing on her head? I still remember it. People were like roasting the out of Jared. They're like, ew, what is that thing? That weird looking thingy. And I'm like, it's a bunny. And chat's like, ew, bunny? That's not a bunny. Now, what happened, chat? We grow to love him. You know I can change Jared's voice? Wait, hold on. I want to try something. Kendra. I think this should work. Give him the Oogway voice. He does read out TTS from Tangia, but I think this is the...
Thanks Festivor for the sub. Thanks Silent Nerve for the 5 resub.
Welcome to the scammership! What do you think? What do you think? Do you like that voice more on Jared? It's a... No, it's... There is Joey. Can it do Zen? I'm trying to... I don't know. Let me see. Oh, there's Turkish, Swedish. I can make Jared Swedish? Wait, how the fuck do you make a TTS Swedish? Dutch, Norwegian. There's Korean, Japanese, French, German, Danish, Welsh. Oh my god, there's so much. Is there Indonesian? Oh, there's Filipino. Where is Indonesian? Indonesian! I can make Jared Budi. Wait, hold on. Chat, I'm gonna make Jared Indonesian real quick and see how it goes. Let me see if I can replay and notif and I'll read it.
Welcome back Michi Gancier 500. Thanks Silener for the 5 resub. Thanks WCKRM 4 and for the 3 resub.
For the 3 resub? So, naman jadi jarot. I guess they read it in the language as well? Wait, then what happens if I make it... There's US English?
Alrighty, we no longer need Michi.
So ugly. Why does it sound like that?
Michi and Oh.
What the fuck was that? Was that Michi? No! But then it went like Michi. No. Oh. Wait, I can make him French. I will make Jared Mathieu French.
5WCKRM4N for the 3 resub.
I understood nothing! What the hell is that? Swedish. Hold on.
Thanks WCKRM4N for the 3 resub.
That's there's Australian. Luke, Australian. Wait, this is Australian. It's called Luke.
Thanks Quest Text for the 5 resub.
Stop making me bold. We need Spanish, Jared. Hold on. Spanish. Miguel. How about that? There's Miguel US Spanish. What is US Spanish? Let me see again. Yippee! You got scammed.
Thanks text for the 5 resub. I realized the other day that Michi needs protection like Enya but in a different way. Enya needs protection from the outside world.
That is Spanish. Am I crazy? But I low-key like Australian. There's Daniel, Australian English. Well, I need to find the perfect voice for Jared.
Thanks WCKRM4N for the 3 resub.
Does that sound Japanese? Okay, hold on. Let me try Japanese. Does that sound Japanese? Takumi. There is Mizuki, Koharu, Miho, Eiko, Haruto. Haruto sounds cool. Okay, let me see. Haruto.
Thanks WCKRM4N for the 3 resub.
Wait, that doesn't sound bad though. Wait, why didn't it read in Japanese? If I clicked French, it read like thank you something something in French. But then if I click Japanese, it just reads English in a Japanese accent? Am I crazy? Hold on, let me try again.
Thanks Kestext for the 5 resub. Thanks Ian Plays for the sub.
What do you think about this, chat? What do you think about Haruto Japanese? Korean? Okay, hold on. Where's Korean? I'm like playing around with just Jared's voice at the moment. There's another one named Ashley. Please tell me this is not how you spell Ashley.
Thanks Pleiades for the sub.
It's spelled like Ash, L-E-I-G-H. Is that supposed to be Ashley? It's kind of awful, NGL. Scottish would be peak. Let me see if I can find There's Welsh. There's a TTS named Geraint. It is Welsh. What is the difference? What is Welsh English? I can't even replace stuff anymore.
Thanks I am Pleiades for the sub.
That sounds the same. That doesn't sound Welsh in my ears. It sounds pretty much kind of the same. Welsh is I thought Welsh had its own language, no? Let me see. What was it? Scottish. I wonder if there's Scottish. There's Italian, Norwegian, Dutch, Polish. Yeah, I don't think there's Scottish. Oh, there's a person named Oliver. British English.
Thanks I am Pleiades for the sub.
Oh no. Do Polish? Oliver does not sound that good. Polish, there is Jacek. Jacek Polish.
Thanks deft for the soup. Thanks I am Pleiades for the soup.
I don't know how to feel about that one.
Thanks deft for the soup.
For the soup. I don't know about that one, chat. You know what? Maybe we can... What do you think? Australian? Japanese? Or just use Brian? Do you want to stick with the normal Brian? Or do you want to go with Australian? Or do you want to go with Japanese? Aussie? Australian? Australian? A lot of you guys like Australian. Alright, which one was it? I think it was Luke. Was it? Alright, let me test it.
Thanks Judes for the sub. Thanks Deadmanzak for the sub.
That's Luke. This is Steve.
Thanks Thurwolf for the 5 resub.
That's not Steve. Hold on.
Thanks Thurwolf for the 5 resub.
Okay, Steve and Luke... dude. I'm gonna get cancelled. They sound the same in my ears. Am I crazy?
Thanks Thurwolf for the 5 resub.
Why does it sound the same? I clicked different ones. I clicked Luke to Steve to Jaden to Daniel, and it's still the
Thanks
same.
Great Boss 51 for the sub.
Yeah, Luke. Probably Luke is fine.
Thanks Ty409 for the sub.
That's Luke. Thicker and slight accents. I see. They got the same person. I swear to God, I did not hear a difference. Welcome, by the way, to the Scabbership. Thank you for helping me test this out. So this is how Jared sounds like if he was Australian. The way they say sub is different. Oh, maybe they say it different if it's like a TTS? Maybe? Like, it's not like just like, thanks something for the sub. It's actually like a message. Maybe it's different, but... Do you actually like Australian, Jared, more? I'll see if I'll get used to it. If not, we'll just switch back to Brian. Because it's so odd. It's so weird that it can sub and sub. I can't hear it. Luke is too high. Steve is better. No! You're high.
Hi Michi, I'm new here. Came here from clips of you and your YouTube channel. What should I know about you before I take my pills to wake up from this dream?
Run. Okay, actually, never take your pills. Never wake up from the dream. You're here and you're going to stay. You're never leaving. Here's the thing, chat. If you're here after looking at clips on YouTube, the thing you have to know about me is, I don't actually know. I have no clue. Run away while you can. Or stay. I have no idea. I thought about it. I was like, what's my selling point? Realistically, what is my selling point? I can't tell. I talk a lot. Sometimes I don't know when to shut the fuck up, but I talk. And then when I start stream, I usually just woke up. So my brain doesn't work until like 2 hours later. And then 2 hours later, I continue talking for the next 2 hours. And then I play a game and I go, yippee! And then I go, good night, chat. And then I sleep. And then I wake up. And then I do the same thing. New chatter, get used to TMI. I am never TMI.
Hey, come here. Look at me.
I haven't shat in like 2-ish weeks, dude. After I get like a full body wax, basically I would wrap myself in a blanket and roleplay as like a penis. I don't think that's weird. I had a horrible dream though today. I woke up early because I wouldn't say it's a nightmare, but I woke up really angry, dude. I think it's because I'm ovulating. Okay, I am never...
Yep, that's me.
Girl failure trauma cringe Indonesian. Those are the worst tags I've ever seen in my life. Wait, chat, question. Alright. If let's say we have an interview from a magazine. Oh, okay, let's word it that way. If let's say we have an interview from a magazine and they're like, pick 5 words to describe Michi. What are the 5 words you will use? For real answer. Where it's like, these are the 5 words that describe This person. Purple. Wow. I love it when my chat says, I love Michi. Why? Because purple. Yap. Okay. Talkative. Okay. I remember last time I had this conversation with like older managements, right? And I was like, I don't know.
Never TMI, she says one day after her Thursday reveal on stream. Seems genuinely happy to stream. Yup, zooted T COPIUM girl failure.
Zooted T copium girl failure. Alright, thanks chat. We are never going to get interviewed by a magazine. I want you to know, we don't get good things because of you. Yep. Hag! Who the fuck said hag? Hag yap, doom indo purple. Hag? You're welcome. Thanks chat. How am I a hag?
Michi, in a nice way, I would say you're hard to predict and has many insights and loves to talk.
Oh.
Thanks Esculus for the 5 resub.
I can't pay you for your sweet donations this month because I just started, but I appreciate it. You're the opposite of hag brother. Oh, hag comma brother. Yeah, I thought about it. I was like, am I hag? Baldur's Gate 3. I have not played Baldur's Gate in a month. Okay, I am basically dying. I'm gonna be real, chat. I don't like Australian as much. I'm gonna switch back to Brian. I'm so sorry. I'm just used to Brian's TTS voice now. Michi has younger sister energy. Comes into a room, shuts off the light switch, and leaves. I've always wanted to have a younger sister. I remember when I was younger, I begged my parents to have a younger sister, and my parents are like, you don't get it. We're not having another sibling. And I'm like, please, I want to have a younger sister so that I can like braid their hair and stuff like that. But my parents were like, no. Growing up, I realized why she said no, but as a kid, my mom used to tell me...
Thanks
oh my God.
_Ezek for the sub.
My mom used to tell me that babies were made by like injecting... Like I told you this, right? Where it's like, you go to the hospital and then you take a massive needle and you stick it to the man and then you stick it to the woman, and that's how babies are made. Yeah, she used to say that. And then in an alternate version, I think there's a term for it. I forgot what it was. It's like a IVF, I think, right? Oh yeah. Yeah, IVF, in vitro fertilization. That's what my mom said. It's like, that's how you make babies. Or my mom says, the universe blesses a family with a child. So I always thought, we have this story in Indonesia. It's like an urban legend, right? There's a child that grew out of a fruit. God, I forgot what the fruit was. I'm a horrible Indonesian, holy shit. But we have like an urban legend. Basically, a family wanted to have a child, but they couldn't have a child. So the mom made a deal with like this ogre thing. And the ogre gave him like a fruit, a cucumber? Yeah, timun, right? Timun mas. Where did timun mas come from? Did timun mas come from timun? So, timun is cucumber, right? I think in Japan, they have an urban legend similar to that, but it's another fruit. I think in Indo, it's like a cucumber. So, I never thought about it. So, like, the ogre gave a family, like, a cucumber, and the child came out of the cucumber, and they named them Golden Cucumber, technically, because it's timun mas. They called it Golden Cucumber. And then they grew up, and the ogre decides to come back to get it, and then the child retaliates. Happy ever after, right? But as a kid, I thought that children also came out of the ground. So I remember I was like, Mom, I want a baby sister. And she's like, no. And I'm like, see, this is why. Is it because you don't like planting, you fucking pathetic piece of shit? Just be honest. You can't grow a baby, can you? It's because you don't have the seed for it. So, yeah. I didn't really know that they have to have sex and then she has to get pregnant and then she has to like go through the pain of child labor. I just thought my mom couldn't really plant stuff on the ground. I don't know why in my head timun mas came from cabbages. This is from my memory of our urban legend, right? Don't cancel me, my fellow Indonesians. A boy named Golden Cucumber came from a cabbage. That's how I remember it. The cabbage will sprout and then the child comes out from the middle of it like a lotus flower. You know, it's like, bah! That's how I remember it, but apparently I'm wrong. Apparently I'm a bit stupid. In EU, we tell kids girls are grown in roses and boys from cabbages. What? A lot of like European... Maybe not just European. Actually, no, European. like songs, like child songs are so fucking morbid. In Indo, child songs are just like, I have 5 balloons. They are different colors. One of my balloons pop. I'm sad. But it's okay because I have 4 other balloons. Like, that's our song. But then Western, like, nursery rhymes are so fucked up. It is just like, oh, they all died. The end. Ha ha ha. I never get it. Welcome to the Scamber Ship. Huzzah! I hope you become more healthy so we can huzzah forever. I am slowly becoming more and more
I was told
healthy.
that people
Healthy.
could get pregnant if they got stung by a bee as a kid. So whenever anyone at school went to the nurse's office, I thought they were going to give birth. I confused the entire school and traumatized every 8-year-old. It was amazing. Thanks Scotco for the 5 resub. Fun fact. In KR, we tell kids that we picked them up from under a bridge to avoid the talk at a young age. Thing is, the word for bridge is the same as legs, so technically we don't lie either. Misinform huzzah.
Oh, that's smart. I remember, holy shit. I remember, like, you know how in movies and stuff, people, like, the classic, like, oh, they're getting bullied, right? Like, oh, this bully person is making fun of this kid because this kid is adopted. I remember growing up, if you are adopted, you're, like, extra, like, wow, you know what I mean? Like, people, they see you as cooler if you are adopted, because that means, like, not only did your family intentionally want you, they wanted specifically you, and they put in a lot of effort to get you. So that means you're like golden child? Yeah, I remembered when I was in... So here's the story, right? I have a cousin who is adopted as well. And I remembered in... What was it? Like late elementary, right? Late elementary school. I had a classmate that was like the popular kid. And it's literally because like they were adopted and no one wants to mess with them because they're like... In a lot, the way they said it, like they didn't say it this way, but this is how I remember. Like this is how I felt, at least. It's like, you don't want to mess with this kid because if the parents jump through hoops to get this kid, if this kid is like hurt by you, the parents will jump through hoops to get rid of you, you know? So no one wants to mess with this kid, and they became like popular because of it. So when I watched a movie where it's like, haha, you're adopted, I didn't get it. I was like, why are you making fun of someone for being adopted? Like, their parents wanted them specifically. I'm pretty sure when I was born, my parents were like shitting themselves. There was a time, my parents told me this. Basically, they named me a very feminine name, right? This was before they really knew my gender. So if I was like born an actual guy, I'm so cooked. So it's like, imagine, my mom got pregnant and she was like, oh, like, I think this was the 2nd month. You know, like, this is the 2nd month or something. And then my dad was like, I'm gonna name this kid, like, Michi or, like, Michelle. You know, it's a very, like, female name. And my mom's like, we don't even know its gender yet. And my dad's like, no, we are naming this kid a female name. Thank God I was born a girl. And then...
You yap so well, Nathan.
Shut the fuck out. Like, not only that, when I was born, I remember this. My parents had to triple check me. Literally, according to my mother, they had to... What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Ew, weirdo. The timing was perfect. I swear to God, chat, one of these days I'm going to disable channel point redeems, because what the fuck are you guys doing with all this? Y'all nasty, you know that? This is why you don't get good things. I'm over here trying to like give you more choices and shit, but this is why you don't get a choice. VIP that banned them. But yeah, my parents had to triple check me to make sure I'm not like, actually guys, it's actually very common. So something. You added them, not our fault. Oh, I laughed so hard I nearly sharted. Please never say sharted ever again. Lamar, you had a small dick. Maybe I might have a teeny weeny weenie. It's not about the size of the boat, guys. It's about the motion of the ocean, okay? You may have a tiny weapon, but anything is deadly if you know how to wield it. That's what my mama told me. Even a butter knife can be deadly if you know how to wield it. Come on, guys. I don't know. I'm telling you, all the movies that I've watched where it's like, I just feel like the culture in the West is the exact opposite over here. It is so weird. Michi brain damage. Dude, I genuinely feel that way. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I genuinely feel like a part of my brain is fucked. You know, when I was in the hospital, I was hooked up because I got an IV in me, right? They gave me like, well, it's not really sedatives, but they did keep up with some of my meds. And I do have other types of meds. I will admit, okay, you know what? I'm gonna say it right now. Is it good? No, don't follow my example, okay? I am but a streamer. The fact that I'm a VTuber chat means I am not a good role model, alright? Go look at other VTubers to be a role model, but me, I am not a role model. So anything I do, don't be like, oh, that is the right thing to do. It's probably not. So I have these like meds that I take for like anxiety. Do I take them regularly? No. Should I? Yes. But I doubt. Because it makes me feel weird. Well, it makes me feel good, but like I feel stupid, you know? It feels like I'm on cloud 9 most of the time, but not in a happy way, but not in a sad way. I just feel like you know when you're about to laugh and you're at that like one stage where you're like, a little thing would make me laugh or make me like completely lose the vibe. That's the constant state I'm in. It's like a constant state of like question marks. You know what I mean? Yeah, like floaty. Yeah, like fuzzy. You know, like fua, but on the mental. Yeah, like no thoughts, head empty. Exactly. So I don't take those meds as regularly. Yeah, like I only take the meds during like bad episodes and shit. Shocker, your girl has mental problems, right? I swear to God, if you're a VTuber, that's kind of relatively common, but I do take them usually before like a big event.
Reminder, I forgot to take my anxiety meds 10 hours ago.
Yeah, see, I'm reminding people, but I deadass don't usually take them. I only take like my sleep meds are the only ones I take regularly, but aside from that, I don't.
Thanks, Em.
My anti-anxiety meds are much lower and they keep the bad thoughts away. Dude, okay. How do I explain it? I don't have like bad thoughts, I think. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have bad thoughts, but I don't have good thoughts. I barely have thoughts. You know what I mean? Like, it's not that I don't think, it's like I can't. If I were to just stare into space and stay quiet with my mouth open, I feel like drool will come out of my mouth. That's the best way I can explain it. It's like, I don't have bad thoughts, but I don't have good thoughts. But sometimes the fact that there are no thoughts make me really anxious. You know, like, it's the fact that you are unable to think. It makes you really anxious because now you're like, what if you're not prepared? Because you're now not thinking, and now you're overthinking about the fact that you're not thinking. So now you're stuck in this loop of like, why am I not thinking? 5 head, right? Yeah, when I was at the hospital, they had like my logs and shit. So because of that, they're like, okay, we're gonna like make sure you take all your medicine like on time. And that included my like all my mental medicines and shit. And I was so high. I was so high for 2 weeks straight. And I feel like I'm still there. I don't know how to like explain this to you, but like I feel like if I did a urine blood test right now, I'd go to jail. You know what I mean? I still feel like everything is slightly more fuzzy. The world is slightly brighter, but not more saturated. Just brighter. But not in a good way, but not in a bad way. You know? And then I'm just like, whoa, guys. Crazy. I don't know. So, I'm sorry if like this shit is in my body system. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sorry if I'm not making sense for the next couple of days. In a normal way. It's like if you were to put a picture on Photoshop and then you turn the brightness up by a little bit, but then you don't change anything else. That's how it feels like. So which one is the evil Jared? The one on your head or the Chad moving one? I'm pretty sure it's supposed to be like the one on my head, but ever since the medications, I can't tell. Evil Jared is chat. If it's doctor's orders, it should be fine. Okay, here's the thing. Don't cancel me. This is just my opinion. Don't cancel me. Honestly, sometimes I doubt a little bit. When it comes to like mental health, Indonesia is getting better. But when it comes to medications for mental health in Indonesia, sometimes they can take it a little bit to the extreme, in my honest opinion. Like, instead of giving you little doses to see if it works, they just kind of skip that process and then they kind of give you like the stronger ones and they're like, good luck, thumbs up. And then they're like, you're tripping your mind out and you're like, is this supposed to be normal? You know, extreme how? So I have a friend that also suffers through like the same mental problem I do, and their dosage is 1/4 mine. Okay? And they are like older than me and they have more body weight than me, but their dose is 1/4 mine. And I remember when I was talking about it and I was like, wait a minute, why is my dose so high? It's like, maybe I'm crazy. Like, is that why I need so much meds? But I swear to God, I think it's like an Indo thing. Yeah, psych meds are lots of trial and errors. Here's my best, it's not my favorite, but my best example was like, I'm pretty sure I told you guys this, but a long time ago, quote unquote, a couple of years ago, they misdiagnosed me with schizophrenia and I had to take schizo meds for 6 months. I was on like medicine because the doctors were like, oh, Michi, you are schizophrenic. And I was like, I don't think I'm schizophrenic. And they're like, that's what a schizophrenic would say. And you see, I'm checkmated. You know, it's like, I remembered this. It's like, Michi, you have schizophrenia. I was like, I don't think so, bruv. And they're like, yeah, every schizophrenic patient says that. So then they gave me schizophrenic medicine. And then I was like dying, dude. I remember I'm not crazy, guys. I have hair. I'm not schizophrenic. I have hair. Yeah, mental health in Southeast Asia has always been not too great. Yeah, like, it is getting better, but it's not great. It's like better, but like, better doesn't mean good, right? It's just like slightly better. So for those 6 months, I had days where I woke up and I'm like vomiting profusely. And I had like horrible headaches and shit. I was like stupid. Not even like high. It wasn't even a good kind of high. I was just dumb, right? And it's because the doctor was so convinced I was schizophrenic. And you know what it was? I was just insomniac. I just had insomnia. And because I couldn't sleep, my body started to like... I had... What is it? Auditory hallucinations? What is the word? Like hallucinations, but I'm not seeing things. I'm just hearing things, right? It's because my body is so tired all the time. So the moment I got sleep meds and I got proper sleep, the hallucination went away. But it's literally because I was like, oh yeah, sometimes I hear voices. Because I said that, the doctor was like, you're schizophrenic. And I'm like, I don't think I am. Because, you know, it's not like crazy things. To be fair though, it's not their fault because I get really awkward. IRL, I get very, very awkward. So I remember my first session, they were like, so tell me, Michi, what is your problem? And I'm just sitting there and I had like... I thought I was so tired, okay? I was tired, I was sleepy, and I don't know what I'm doing. So I sat there and I was like, I need to smile to show that I'm happy. So I was looking at them like this. And then I was like this face. And I was like, sometimes I hear voices that aren't there, I think. And they're like, oh, what does the voice say? And I'm like, it depends. Sometimes they're just like calling my name. Sometimes it's like telling me bad stuff might happen. Sometimes they're telling me good stuff might happen. You know, all that stuff. And they're like, oh, when does the voices come? And I'm like, usually throughout the day. Like that. So I guess that's why they kind of thought I was schizophrenic. But it's because I'm tired and I just wanted to be polite. But TLDR, I was on consistent proper health, like mental medication. And now I feel a bit insane. Yippee! I feel a little bit crazy. I'm not sure how to best describe it. It's no wonder they thought so. I remember they were like, do you see things that aren't there? Okay, my red flag is sometimes when people are too serious, I get too scared. So I try to break the ice by cracking a joke. And that usually helped, but not during like medical checkups, okay? Did I learn my lesson? No, I still do it sometimes. But it's like an impulse. Like, if a situation is so serious, you're like, oh my god, this is awkward. Let me just crack a joke so we both can laugh. And then, like, feel better. It usually works, but then I guess not to a psychiatrist. Because when the psychiatrist was being so serious, I was like... they were like, do you see figures? And I'm like... I hope I do. I'm sorry. Sometimes I would make like... They're like, do you want to be alive? I'm like, who does actually?
Thanks Mwaker_ for the sub.
I just want to make the tension... I was a kid, okay? I was young and naive and like very, very awkward. So I sometimes just do stuff. Why you did that? I was stupid. I remember I made like a joke about it and my doctor was so scared. I made a joke about like, it wasn't about dying. It really wasn't. I forgot what it was. It was like a light-hearted joke, but the doctor was like shitting themselves. And I was like, oh, I'm sorry. I was just kidding. And they're like, oh, now I don't know if I should believe you. And then I was so scared. Ever since then, I stopped. Because I remember I was saying something and I was like telling a joke. And the doctor took it seriously and I was like, oh no, I'm joking. And they're like, see, now I don't know if you're actually joking. Like, I don't know if I can believe you. And then I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. What if they can't believe me and then they lock me up, chat? What if they locked me up? What if I'm already locked up? Even if you say you're kidding, they'll take it seriously. Never joke with your like doctors. Okay, noted. That is probably the only good advice I can give. Never make jokes with your doctors because like sometimes they will be for real and they think you're serious. And then you're cooked. Yup, I learned that the hard way. I remembered... You know, I'm not gonna let myself remember the cringe shit I did when I was young. Everyone has done something cringe at one point in their life. Okay, you can't fault me for that. You were cringe when you were in middle school. We all had a phase where it's like, no one understands me. This is not a phase, mom. I'm not like other girls or guys. No one understands the struggle I'm going through. The struggle is like acne. You don't get it. Spill the beans. I've spilled so much. I don't even know what else I've done. I don't want to think about it in general, to be fair. Is there someone in chat that's just never embarrassed of what they've done in the past? Am I just the only one? Chat is too giga-chad. I wish I did it. See, I swear to God, most people do. Tell me your most chuny moment. I was so convinced that Naruto was real, and then I had a friend, and I practiced how to do, like, the fucking Naruto shit. You know? And then... Yeah, you already know the story. Just remembering it is making me want to cry. So I don't want to talk. I don't want to remember it anymore. Oh, I wanted to be Hokage, but not as a meme. I was being dead serious, bro. I wasn't even like, I'm gonna be Hokage/J. I was dead ass. I was learning like, so this is how you do the Rasengan. You have to do these hand movements. It starts with the boar. I'm not gonna kill you with my Chidori. That's just not my ninja way. I genuinely... I stood in front of a class and I was really mad. And I was about to like fucking Rasengan the class away. I was about to Rasengan the teacher, you know. But then I was like, no, I'm a better person. I'm not gonna kill the teacher because I only use my, what is it, chakra for the greater good. And a real Hokage never kills for just the sake of killing. This is sacred chakra I'm using.
The cringe. The cringe is real.
Shut up. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Let me think about something really cringe I've done that I've not told you guys, but I can't think about it. Not because I don't remember. I just, like, my brain rejects the effort of remembering. Oh, my God. Wait, I remember one thing. I think it's cringe, but I don't know if it's actually cringe, but I just remembered it, and now I have, like, the sense of cringe in my head. So I'll tell you guys this one story, but it actually might not be that bad. Okay, so this was during like early middle school, and I guess like puberty was starting to set in for me or some shit. I was a new kid when it comes to puberty. The struggles of life was too much for me to bear. Datebayo. But I used to oh god. Oh god. So in my school, we had like this area on the roof where only like maintenance staff can access it for like cleaning reasons, I guess. I'm not really sure. But students are not allowed up on the roof for very obvious reasons. And I decided to, for like 3 weeks straight, by the way, for 3 weeks straight, I decided to skip like lunch every day to go up that roof. Just to sit there, like, lamenting life. You know what I mean? Like...
Thanks Bezries Des for the sub.
I need to get, like... Hold on. I need to get my non-cringe up. But I used to sit up there because I wanted to look cool and mysterious. Genuinely, like, I have to be honest. I just wanted, like, people to be like, Michi, what's wrong? Why are you sitting up at the roof? Yeah, I wanted to be like that kid, you know? Like... I want people to be like, oh my god, what is she doing up there? And I remember there were times when my friends are like, Michi, let's go to the cafeteria. And I'm like, sorry, I can't. I have something to do. And they're like, oh, what are you doing? And I'm like, I can't tell you. Ah! I can't, I'm sorry, I can't. It's dead! I hate being a streamer. I hate remembering these things. I don't want to remember this. But there were times I literally fucking said like, I can't tell you. And they're like, oh, why can't you tell me? And I'm like, I just can't tell you. See you later. And I'd run away as fast as I can because I was like fucking cringe. Dude, I was so cringe. What was I doing? Nothing. I walked up those fucking maintenance stairs, just sitting on the roof doing fucking fuck all nothing. I don't even have food, so I don't even eat. So I was like sitting up there, fucking lamenting and shit. And I was like, genuinely, I hope that people would like follow me and whatever, or like something, but no one did. Like, no one fucking gave a shit, right? I was like hoping, oh my god, I was hoping low-key that like someone would follow me or something, and like, I don't know. I don't even know, man. I was like a fucking attention-seeking fucking person. I was a cringe, edgy, chuny. I watched like anime.
I bet you also have the
so
anime
cringe.
BGM running in your head as well when you do the cool sitting on roof.
Oh my god, yes. Actually, I have an actual monologue. And you know what makes it worse? Sometimes I would have like an actual monologue where I talk to myself like out loud. And like I genuinely just wanted people to like someone to come and like, what is Michi doing? No one did. Because everyone knew I just walked up the fucking maintenance stairs. And like, I did this for 3 weeks straight.
It doesn't matter how cringe you were, it's how cringe you are now. Oh no. R.I.P. Michi.
And you know what makes it so embarrassing for me to remember? It's not even the fact that I was like pretending like I was doing a fucking secret mission given to me by the government or something like that. Like, not only was that bad enough, the reason I stopped... I can't. I need to drink. I can't do this. Dude, you're gonna make fun of me and I don't need this right now.
Off metal for the sub.
Listen, okay, everyone's been fucking cringe. The only difference is I tell you my cringe, and you get the luxury to not have anyone know about your cringe.
For the 5 resub.
Welcome to the scammer ship. Ah! Patoe! I don't get it. You can be silent about your cringe. That's the only difference between you and I. The reason I stopped was because one day, I was like walking up the stairs, right? And then I was like going to my usual spot. And then finally, I heard like there were footsteps. And I was like, oh my god, someone's following me, you know? And I was like, finally, someone's like curious. So because I heard the footsteps, I purposely decided to have a loud, and I underlined the word loud because it was loud, a loud ass monologue. by myself. Up the roof. For like, I don't know, maybe 5 minutes or something. Where I'm just like... It's not even a monologue of like, what am I gonna do? No. It was like, oh my god, it's so cringe. It's It was like the meeting yesterday. Like that. Like I'm making shit up. You know, I was like, the meeting yesterday. I still don't know who the target is. Like that! You understand the level of cringe it was? It was so fucking chuny cringe, dude. I was like, I still don't know who the target is. And then, after going on a monologue as if I was like fucking somebody, it was a fucking janitor. And the janitor fucking walked up to me and they're like, sorry, I've been like sweeping this area of the roof. I need you to move to that side because I need to clean this side. They didn't even tell me to go back down. Like, they didn't even tell me like, hey, what are you doing? Or like, hey, please go back down. No! They didn't do that. They were like, hey, can you like scoot? Because I need to like brush this side of the roof because that's my job that I'm being paid for. So like, can you just sit over there and do whatever the fuck you're doing, but over there? And I was like, oh, okay, ha ha ha. And then I stopped. I never did that ever since. But that was, oh, I'm sweating. I'm sweating so hard. I need to drink. I need to end stream. Base chat. Shut the fuck up, chat. Okay. It's like, move, weird kid. Everyone has done something cringe. Okay, that's not that bad. Going to sleep with this one. She never became Hokage. Fuck. Shut the fuck up. I am turning so red right now. You don't get it. I have locked this memory so far in my head because I was trying to remember, like, is there anything I've ever done that, like, until today I still cringe?
Thanks, Rorik
and I remembered
for
that.
the 2 resub.
Oh my fucking god. Would you have preferred the... At that time, I would prefer if at least the janitor played along. Yes. But the janitor didn't even care. Like, I could have fallen off the roof and died. But the janitor didn't even give a shit. They were like, kiddo, I'm being fucking paid minimum wage. I don't give a shit about you. Just like scoot. They didn't even go
Michi,
like,
at
be
that
careful.
moment, I'm finally a worthy opponent who can catch my sense. To finally decide track to seek challenge with me.
Okay, Michi, you'll become Hokage someday. Thank you, chat. Tatemayo. I've been training for that all my life. I'm going to Chidori myself.
Sorry, Michi, no one in chat is anime protagonist IRL. 99% of the chat can't relate. Even if we wanted to share something of this cringe level,
Don't even
we
lie.
couldn't. I'm sorry. You are unique. This is what makes you, you. Our cringe is falling in front of our crush. Your cringe is thinking you are some assassin and monologuing.
Wow, chat. What a good stream today has been. I don't think we're gonna do anything else. I think I'm gonna end the stream and go to bed. Ha ha ha. I'll see you guys tomorrow. To be fair though, you already know this, but I have bad eyesight, and it's purely because I was trying to impress a crush I had. TLDR, I'm pretty sure there's a clip out there somewhere, but TLDR, right now, I am literally fucking blind. Like, without my glasses, I can't see jack shit. And the reason was because I had a crush on this one guy, and I overheard. It's not even... He didn't even tell me. That's the worst part. Right? Like, he didn't even fucking tell me that this was his preference. I overheard him talk to his friend that he thought girls with glasses were cuter. So I decided to stare at the sun and at the lamp, anything that had a light, to purposely break my eyesight so then I can be like, Mom, I can't see. I need glasses. And my mom bought me my first pair of glasses. And I still remember, they were like ugly as fuck. And I went to class the next day and I kept my glasses in my bag. And I put it under my desk. And I was waiting. The whole day I was waiting for the teacher to be like, Michi, can you please read what's on the board? And the moment the teacher was like, Michi, read what's on the board, I was like, sorry, give me 1 second. And then, whoop, I swoop my glasses off under my desk, put them on to make sure everyone in class, including my crush, can see that now I am that girl with glasses. And I was like, much better. I will read it now. And I read it. And then I removed my glasses and I put it back under my desk. And my teacher's like, Michi, if you need glasses, you should just wear them. And I'm like, oh, you're right. I will wear my glasses, teacher. Thank you for announcing it for everyone to know. Wink, wink. And you know what's even worse? Not only did I fuck up my eyesight because it progressively got worse.
For the sub.
My eyesight got progressively worse over time. Not only did that happen, I have never spoken to that person. Not even once. It's not even like, oh, we were best friends. It's just his preference was girls with glasses, and I thought this was like the last thing. No, I've never even spoken to him. I've never even said hi to him. I just destroyed my eyesight for a person that I eavesdropped in, that I just happened to have a crush with. Like, crush on, and until today, my eyes are so fucked. So, yeah. If you think it's like, oh, Michi, I fall in front of my crush, that's so embarrassing, haha. Well, I am the type that will sacrifice everything for the person I love, because that is my ninja way. If I love you, I will sacrifice everything for you. And now, I have like -5 cylinder 2, and I can barely see. He dodged a bullet. Dude, think about it, okay? If that means if you date me, you know I'll be so like committed. If I'm willing to break my eyes for a person,
I hope the $10 eases the pain of eternal shame and embarrassment also. Please don't look at the sun anymore.
Bro, I barely fucking got out. But think about it, right? Thank you for the bits. And think about it. That means I am willing to sacrifice everything for you. Like, if I'm willing to sacrifice my eyesight for a person I never even spoke one word to, I would do so much for the person I love. So if I was in a relationship, I would sacrifice everything for you. Isn't that kind of romantic if you think about it, chat? Right? She's yandere. I'm not yandere though. I'm not gonna hurt you. I think low-key, I'm like, if a yandere was a masochist, that's probably... Instead of hurting you, I'd probably hurt myself, and that's worst case scenario. Okay, I don't know what to... What if your crush is into slasher movies? Well, I will do anything for you. She's just dumb. This was when I was in like 4th grade or 5th grade. I was like a kid. Oh, I don't know. I don't know anymore. Oh.